back to my channel. This your girl Raven here, and today I am here with another story time. Okay, so I'm gonna be real quick because my camera is getting ready to die and I need more storage and I don't have time. But this is going to be about how a sugar daddy scammed me, guys. So this all pretty much started as a joke. Okay, I'm going to insert a few clips, right? Hi guys, good morning. So right now it's 11:36, right? And I was getting ready to go out to drive my first day doing Postmates, and guess what happened? So look at this. I go onto Twitter, right? I go on Twitter and I tweet at an hour ago, right? I tweeted, at this point I need a sugar daddy. Y'all, look how many messages it says I have right now. 3. So actually 7 minutes after me posting that, I had all these comments and messages, right? So what I'm about to do is I'm about to go ahead and like entertain them. What are you looking for in a sugar baby? This is all for fun. I wonder if I'm going to really go ahead and continue this process, right? So I made a tweet talking about on May 5th, I tweeted like, I really need a sugar daddy or something like those. At this point, I'm gonna get a sugar daddy. Something like that I said, right? After that, within 7 minutes of me tweeting, I already had 11 replies back from sugar daddies and sugar mamas. And they all told me to DM them. So I went ahead and I DM'd some of them. And pretty much the conversation was just started off as like, I asked them, what are you looking for in a sugar baby? And then they were telling me they're looking for someone that's real, that's honest, someone that they could trust, you know, things like that, someone that they could talk to. There was people that gave me sob stories as well. And so they were just talking about how they were really lonely. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know, cool, bet. Some of them, it instantly went to like, who do you bank with? Oh, guess what? We're not responding to those messages because you're not getting my bank account information. Or like one of the ladies particular, I told her Chime, and then she was like, well, who's the other company you bank with? And I said Chase, and then she was like, do you guys do direct? Do they have mobile features? And I was like, yeah. But after that, I just never responded back to her. I just ignored her. And then this guy, there's another guy, I was talking to him and he was telling me what he was looking for in a sugar baby. And then eventually he gave me his phone number. He told me he was going to send me $300 to $500 every week. And so it led to a text message. I ended up like blocking him and deleting his text messages and all that stuff because he was like one of those annoying people where it was like, he was texting you every 2 seconds, and if you didn't respond back like within 30 seconds, then he'll go ahead and he'll just like send you question mark, hello, are you there, are you busy, baby, what's going on, talk to me, blah blah blah, start calling and just really blowing you up. And then it gets really frustrating, like you're supposed to have his undivided attention. And so in the text message, he eventually asked me for my bank account information. And I'm like, I'm not giving you that because I don't feel comfortable with it. And then he was like, baby, in order for this to work, you have to trust me. I trust you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, nah, you could send me a Cash App or you could Zelle it to me. And then he was like, no, like I have to deposit it into your bank account. I'm about to go ahead and deposit money today. And then I'm like, no. And so then eventually he's just like, I'm about to go ahead and I'm about to deposit it. If I give you additional income, can you transfer the rest over to my friend? And I'm like, why can't you send it to him? And he was just like, pretty much my friend doesn't have a bank account. So I'm like, so how am I supposed to send it? Western Union? And he's like, no baby, just do this first and then I'll give you all the details after. And then I'm like, negative, like this is not going to happen because I'm just more so like, I'm not giving you my bank account information so you can hack me. Like, I'm not stupid, okay? I'm not. Like, you think I'm a fool, but I'm not. Like, a fool whatsoever. So, pretty much, he was like, I'm about to send you $300 now, baby, question mark, blah, blah, trying to get my bank account information. I wouldn't give it to him. he started blowing me up. He started like, it was like he was like kind of harassing me, you know what I'm saying? And so I wasn't answering the phone and stuff like that. He goes, are you still driving? Because I was driving for Postmates that day. So he's like, baby, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he kept calling. No. So even the next day he was calling me like early in the morning. It was like 6:50 something in the morning. This dude literally calls me because he wants to send me money. I'm like, no. And I caught him in the lie because the first time he said he needs to send money to his friend, which he referred to him as a guy, but then later on he referred to this person as a girl. And I said, you just switched up. You said it was a guy at first and now you're saying it's a female. And he was like, oh, it's a typo, blah, blah, blah. So, and he also tried to show me receipts. I'm going to show you guys like these receipts that he had sent to me because it's available on his Twitter page as well. But he sent me receipts as proof that he has the money, that he has transferred money to people's account. And to me, you could tell like it's either been edited or what he was doing was getting these people's bank account information and they're having $250 sent from their account to another account, and then at the end of the day after that make it look like the $250 was sent from this one particular account to somebody else. Like when you see these receipts, you will see what I'm talking about. So it seemed like he was like running some type of game and he thought that he could get me, but it didn't work. But there's this other person that reached out to me and his account is actually suspended, but I only have a few of the messages. So the conversation started off pretty much like everybody else's, you know, what are you looking for in a sugar baby, where are you from, blah blah blah. And then it leads to him asking me for my cash out. And so he said he's going to go ahead and he's going to send me money now. So I'm like, okay. So I gave him my cash app, and then he tells me that he needs for me to send him $100 so he could know for sure that I'm legit. Because what happened with his last sugar baby was he had sent her money and then she flaked. So he didn't want that to happen to him again. So I'm like, send you $100? Like, that seems kind of weird. But okay, you know, I might as well fuck with you. We're going to see if this works, if this really happens. Even though I'm like 99.99999% sure that this is not going to work. You're trying to take my money. I had an extra $100. Hey, what's the worst that could happen? Plus, I was going to go ahead and definitely dispute those charges. So I sent him $100. He wanted me to like send him a screenshot that I did it. So I sent him a screenshot that I sent $100 to him. And then he asked me what I was doing, and I told him I was driving or whatever. And then he asked me when I was going to be done. I told him in an hour. He wanted a picture. I sent him a picture. And then he asked me to like hit him up when I get off. He was still messaging me the entire time, right? So he hits me up again and asked me like what I was doing, and I said I was about to relax or whatever, right? So what he said was, I'm trying to send you the money right now. However, I'm having a hard time, so I'm going to call my bank. And so I'm like, okay. So he ends up messaging me a few minutes later and said, hey love, so I just contacted my bank and they told me that the minimum that I could spend or send is $2,000. So he said, what I need for you to do is send me another $100 because I have to get 2% from the receiver in order for me to transfer $2,000 to you. I said no, like I'm not sending you another $100. You already have $100 out of me. So I said no, and he's like, and I'm like, you know, I don't have it. And he's like, well, basically on the lines of like, can I go ahead and find some type of way to get the money? I said I can't do that. I just paid a bill with my checking for my mom. And so he was like, okay, well, you have the money, you know. I'm going to send you $2,000. Can you just go ahead and send me that $100? And I said no, because all I have is $190 that's processing right now. And then he was like, well, what can you send me? I said, I can't send anything. And then he was like, pretty much along the lines like, I know you have the money, blah, blah, blah. Just go ahead and send it to me now, and then you'll have like $2,000. And I'm like, no, because I need to make sure the money is there when they officially pull the payment out. I don't get why I have to send you more money. I've already sent you 100. And then he was like, see, this is what you don't understand, you're not getting. He was like, I can't send anything. Like, he was like, I need to receive at least 2% from the receiver. And then I was like, well, I'm not sending you anything, that's crazy, I already sent you money, blah, blah, blah. He's telling me to like calm down or whatever. And then he was like, okay, well, what can you pay? I can have you pay $75, and then I'll have my assistant pay $125, right? And he was like, don't you want $2,000? And I was like, I'm calm, I'm just not sending any more money. And I said, no, that's okay. And then he basically was like, why, or whatever, blah, blah. And I was like, well, send me $100 then. And he said that, oh, you don't understand, I can't send less than $2,000. And then I said, okay, well, from your personal bank account, you can't send $100. He said no, because his bank account is connected to his credit card. So then he ends up texting me, and he's like, baby, I know you do have the money, but I'm not happy I not been able to pay you. Can you just trust me? Then send the $75, and hey, your $2,000 before I go to sleep in a few. Been working all day, so tired, love. I said, I get it, but I'm not comfortable sending more money. I have to protect myself. He said, baby, I swear that's so much, but I'm swearing because of you, only because you're the only one I have right now. I'm sending your allowance right away. And baby, please, after all this stress, don't let me down after getting the 2K. I didn't respond, and I was also in the process of disputing the $100 with my bank account, and I actually got my $100 back. And then he also messaged me like about 10 minutes later, less than 10 minutes later. He was like, waiting on you to send me your Cash App tag again, and send me the screenshot that you sent $75, so daddy can go to sleep, love. Heart, 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 so tired and bored. And then he sent me screenshots that his assistant has sent $125. And then about 4 minutes later, he said, she sent $125 now. What are you doing? It shouldn't take so long, babe. And then he responded again. He said, babe, should I stop texting you? He said this 2 minutes later. Should I stop texting you? Why are you not saying anything? The next day, he texted me, good morning, babe. You there? Please talk to me when you wake up. And then hours later, he text me when you see this, babe. That was like the whole conversation. I literally like ignored him from that point on. Like, no responses from me. You already had got $100 out of me that I took right back, you know, period, poo. So moral of the story, guys, is if you're trying to become a sugar baby, definitely don't use Twitter, because these people are scammers and you're not going to get anything. You're just wasting your time. So go somewhere that's like legit, and never send your bank account information. Don't send nobody money, because it doesn't make sense. They have all this money. They have all this money, right? But they need your bank account information. Why can't they just Cash App you the money? Why are they having you send them money to prove who you are? Because, and that's the main thing a lot of them were saying, is that they've been scammed. So the one guy told me he didn't use Cash App and all that stuff because his last sugar baby had played him. And so he said, I will add you to my payroll. I still did. After he said that, I didn't even respond. Like, no, I don't trust that. I'm not giving you my bank account information. Nada, nada, nada. But that is it, guys, for this video. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and follow your girl on all her social media sites. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.